So what do you do when you want your key fob to start working but it doesn't? I noticed that when I bought this car, this key fob did not work. None of the unlock, lock, the remote start didn't work, trunk didn't work. And so naturally I thought it was the battery in the fob. And so I replaced the battery and still nothing worked. Until one day I just pressed this, that little panic button at the bottom, and that worked. You can see how that works. I realized that the battery had to be good and the key fob was broken, which was a real shame because key fobs are expensive, and this is the OEM one. I didn't want to replace it. So I was looking up ways to fix it, and I found a really cool way that I'm going to show you guys today. All right, so the first thing you want to do is pry your key fob apart. At least on these GM cars, there's just a little slot right here, and you just take a simple flathead screwdriver and shove it in this slot until the key starts to pry apart a little bit, and then once you've got it, it takes a little bit, there we go. Then you just keep sliding it, you keep sliding it around the edge like this of the key fob until it starts coming apart like this. Then you can just pull it apart. This is what the inside of the GM key fob looks like. So this is just the little rubber piece of the buttons that you press. This is the front casing, and then here's the piece that matters, so don't break or lose this, with the battery in it, and these are the touch points that we're going to fix. So once your key fob is apart, all you're going to want to do is make very tiny little pieces of tin foil like this for the back of the key fob. And so this is what they all look like. I just have a couple here. So this is like lock, unlock, trunk, and remote start buttons right there. And you just make these tiny little pieces of tin foil, and I'm going to show you what you do with them in a second. So General Motors paints the back of their fob like this with a conductive electric little paint, and it wears off over time as you use it. The buttons you use the most are obviously, lock, unlock, trunk, and you don't really use panic much, so that's why my panic probably still works. So you have to reset the conductive, energy that this part of the key fob has. So to show you that this works, I've just got the actual piece that matters right here, and I've just got the piece of aluminum foil on my thumb. And I should be able to go through and touch, and you can hear it in the background. All the little... So that was my trunk going. So that's me locking it. Here's me unlocking. Or no, that's locking. Here's me unlocking it. I think you can hear it. Here's lock. So what you're going to want to do is take your little shreds of aluminum foil. I keep saying tin foil, and I mean aluminum foil. And you're going to put them right in the back of, like that. You're just going to place them in there. Let's see, I think this one might be this. No, that's not. This one's small enough to go in there. You're going to just simply place them in the back of your little rubber part of your fob, in line with the touch points. Here's my final piece. This looks like my trunk one. Again, I just literally tore this off the roll. I don't think it matters which side, the shiny side or the dark side goes down, but you put it in there just like that. And then we're going to throw it back all together, and I'll show you that in a second. All right, so here you can see we've got our little backing with all of the aluminum foil in it, and here's our touchpad. Just put those two together. You can put a touchpad down like that. So one thing you can do to test before you put the whole thing back together is put just the back half of the key fob together and leave this part off, then go through and test the function. So this is trunk. I heard the solenoid go off. The trunk's already open though because I've been testing it. This is lock. You can hear it. Here's unlock. That's going. And then remote start might not work because I don't think it works on my car anymore. So you can hear the solenoid go. Actually, for the remote start, it doesn't work right now. I think because I have a check engine light on. But anyway, so this is the whole thing. It works. Every single piece of it works. So then you can go ahead and take your front part of your key fob, put it back together like that. And now I will go show you. Previously, your key fob did not work. This is the same key fob. And I actually had to do it for both key fobs because they were both worn out. Here's my lock, unlock, like that. And so basically, the aluminum foil backings are just increasing the conductivity of the rest of the key fob, and that's what makes it able to start working again. You can do this obviously for free at home. Most people have aluminum foil just in a kitchen drawer. So I thought this was a great tip for fixing your key fob.